For those of you who may be joining us for the very first time tonight, welcome and thank you. Thanks to everybody. You know, last week's show was a cluster. Let me get people seem to enjoy watching me. No, I want to finish that. It was a cluster. and I appreciate everybody. They were offering help. I had IT guys contacting me and suggestions, and people just saying, look, we really still like the show, even though it was coming off the rails, and we appreciate how much hard work you guys put into it. And so I applaud you. Thank you. Hopefully this week won't be a cluster. And with that, let's go ahead and start with the news.
Stop the music. It's time for news.
All the news about drones that you'd ever want to know. Joining the news in the newsroom is Jeff Sills. Hey.
Howdy.
Hey, what's happening?
So we'll start the news off with the FAA. They're preparing for the February 3rd, 2019 Super Bowl, and they've come up with a new plan to, I guess, convince people that it should be a no drone zone.
Yes.
Bring your lucky jersey. Bring your face paint. Bring your team spirit. But leave your drone at home and make the game safe for everyone. The big game is a no drone zone.
No drone zone. You hear that and all that cool music, man?
Yeah, they're pushing it really hard.
Condescending.
Who would bring a drone to the biggest sporting event on the planet? Now, I know there's some Europeans going, what about our football, a.k.a. soccer? I know there's larger crowds. Okay, I'll give you that. But one of the largest sporting events, who would bring a drone to that?
Oh, I can think of about a dozen people off the top of my head.
In your neighborhood?
No, well, yeah, a couple in my neighborhood, but I just people that I've seen online that just do things with drones that they really shouldn't do.
Well,
so
just.
But oddly enough, with the restrictions that they have, somebody does get to fly a drone there. CNN apparently has signed up a deal with a company called Triangle Drone, and they're actually going to have a drone flying at the Super Bowl that's tethered, so it'll be able to stay up the whole time and film. I guess angles and scenes that nobody gets a chance to see with the normal cameras.
That's really cool. And yes, they had to file with the FAA in order to make that happen because the easy rules don't go into effect just yet. Very quickly, and I don't want to miss any super chats tonight. Thank you so much, Rodney Bell. Rodney Bell, $20 super chat, just because. Aww. Thank you, Rodney. You're the best.
Okay, what about Spider Cam? Does that not? I mean,
well, yeah, they still have the Spider Cam, but I'm imagining that the way they're going to be using the drone is they're going to be using it in areas that Spider Cam can't get to. You know, they'll be doing orbiting stuff or behind, certain areas.
Is this officially a Goodyear sponsored drone, or
who knows?
Yes, Ken.
I don't know that it's the Super Bowl until the parking lot at the mall is empty.
Yeah.
So I'm not a sports guy. I couldn't tell you who's playing. I know. There goes my man card. What is a spider cam?
I don't know.
What is a spider cam? Is that the one that hangs by the over the field?
It's got two wires and it runs basically just at a 90 degree. So one wire goes from one end of the stadium, comes down to the camera back up, and then one comes crossways.
Oh.
And then it's a robot, and it's on a gimbal, and that's the one that gets right above the huddle.
That's how they do
it.
Pull it
up, and they can chase the ball down the field, and then go up, then go down. I was like,
I want to meet the guy who runs that, and the guy who runs out on the field and paints all those first down things on the field. Who does that? They paint all those arrows and things, and they
every
just
single
appear.
time.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah.
All right, so moving on with the drone news, we're gonna, I guess, get a little bit more interesting with some of the things that drones are capable of doing, and apparently flamethrowers are now a big thing for drones.
Oh, look at that! Yes.
Where can I get that? My channel needs that.
You can get that down at Honest Jake's Army Navy Supply.
Come on, Elon Musk has got to have made one of those by now.
Wow, man! So that's a great idea.
Why are you melting that wire?
That's what they do. That's to get in third world countries, very often the
This
electric
pole needs to come down.
the electric lines will be covered in trash, and
Yeah,
and they just burn it
debris
down.
and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I lived in Brazil. I never saw anybody doing that.
Well,
Yeah,
They
it's
just
pretty
left the shoes up there.
Well, the fire splitting drones are primarily in China right now because I don't think there's too many other countries that have approved the use of flamethrowers in their regulations. But
Can you imagine? You get you're like, yeah, just getting trash off the line.
we're cleaning up the neighborhood.
Is that the street sweeper? No, it's a power line torch.
By the way, Tennessee Rocky Raccoon, $10 super chat. Keep up the good work, he says. Thank you.
all right, so next in the news, and this was actually fairly recent, one of the prisons that Bill Cosby's at apparently had a drone, incursion. While he was out for a walk, somebody flew a drone and hovered it over the area where he was at, trying to get footage of him.
Yes.
They think it's a media drone, possibly.
I have some additional information about that drone right here. Apparently, the drone was trying to get video and also trying to drop off some of those oversized, colorful sweaters to him. And you'll understand that if you're not a zygote in the 90s.
I got it.
Oh, wow. A couple more super chats. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dustin Dunhill, $25 super chat. You rock, Ken. Hope to be on your show sometime. Smiley face, cry, palm tree, beer.
There was a $2 super chat.
Oh,
too.
yes.
Don't,
T.E. Mayberry, $2 super chat. Now, how do I send the money? Just like that. But you might want to practice a
Just
few
gotta do it
hundred
again.
times. Yeah,
Just
just keep practicing until you get it right.
So next in the news, I guess the people that work with Air Maps and a couple of the other apps are developing a drone app that Joe user out in the world can use, which will work off of the Lance system, and it's an was it augmented reality license plate for drones. So if they see a drone and it's in the Lance database, they can put their camera to the drone through augmented reality, and it'll give them all the information that they need to know about that drone.
That's
Okay.
kinda cool.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right, and so next one we have is a bird-like drone that has wings and legs, and it jumps to take off.
Check this out.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah. It's kind of creepy, isn't it?
It really is.
Yeah. That's unusual and unnecessary.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's called the Passerine Sparrow Jumper, and they developed it to have wings and legs to jump when it takes off.
I got an idea. Hey, Zeke, Jethro, come over here. I got an idea. You know that plane you got that's perfectly good and all right just by itself and does everything you want to do, everything? How about we take the wheels off it, put some like legs on it, add weight, make it slower in the wind, and it'll jump. You know, like
Twice
like
heavy.
a flea. What you think?
It's great. I like it. Well, okay, so we'll go from mildly crazy and silly to something that's a little bit more interesting. This is a drone that digs, and I thought this one was pretty cool.
So, okay. I don't understand what's happening so far. Oh. They're lifting
Wait,
a...
what?
Is the drone...
Yeah, the drone's inside that case. So what they do is they drop it.
Whoa. So a drone didn't lift that. Was that on a helicopter?
That was on a
That
helicopter.
that was dropped by an aircraft.
Okay.
All right,
Whoa,
being parachuted
cool.
in. And then I guess at some point it frees itself from the... Okay,
Oh,
yep.
whoa.
This is very Mars mission. Remember the Mars mission that did this?
Yes. Very Mars mission.
And then it lands. Hopefully not on an anthill. That would suck, wouldn't it? And then it digs. What's it?
Yeah,
Just
it
got an
digs in
auger on
yeah,
it?
auger, and then it takes a sample.
Interesting.
Yeah, the Department of Agriculture is going to be using that to put into various areas. And of course, the nice thing is once it's finished, then the drone will take off and fly back to whatever home base it is.
What would that be used for? For
lazy.
geological sampling and stuff like that?
Yeah, geological sampling primarily is what I see most of the information in, and it's just for different science tests that they want to do.
Or we could use it to dig for gold, Jethro. There's gold in them in our hills. Come on.
Well, they can get together with the guys at the jumping drone.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the whole taxpayer dollars going into. I mean, literally, got the sample.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Just
No.
because you can doesn't mean you
lack
should.
vision.
Right. Garrett,
just
$5 super chat. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you. By the way,
so next-
a large portion of tonight's super chat will be going to Jeff and Greg for helping me through my computer installation crisis.
Thank you very much.
Much love to you.
All right, so next in the news is, I guess, some group that was filming the whales around their ship, caught some absolutely amazing footage as the whales sort of orbited the ship.
Oh, nice.
They're flying it from that ship?
Yes.
Wow. What
And
luck.
there were 3 whales that just sat there and started swimming in circles around the ship.
That's really cool. Yeah. And I'm glad it worked out. You know what they say? All's whale that ends whale. Come on now. Come on, Jethro. That's funny right there. I don't care who you are. That's funny. That's worth the price of admission right there, sir.
Now, if I'm
Which
not
is zero.
mistaken, Ken, you have an affinity for Buzzy the drone. I think he's like one of your favorites that the FAA came up with this year, correct?
Total fave. I love Buzzy.
So, rumor has it that Canada has one now.
Oh, yes, I love Canada. Jeez.
Okay, so this is about drone registration in Canada. Wow.
See, gaming is a few years behind in Canada.
Yeah. I think that was about 7 bits. I don't think that was even 8 bits.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
7.5. You know, yeah. So,
Wow. Okay.
Well,
Very cool.
I mean, I watched it. It wasn't exactly a great call to action there.
Well, thank you very much, Jeff, for the news. Is there anything else you would like to share before we go? We do have to call Young. She's waiting in Hong Kong to talk to us.
well, I mean, obviously with Chris here, you know, I got a chance to post on my channel. We took the Mavic Pro out and did its first test flight.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're still working
Well done.
still working on some video issues, but the drone flies beautifully.
It was
That's
so
great.
good to see that thing fly again after everything that I sort of put it through. It was well deserved to watch that thing fly again. And I'm impressed. I can't imagine how hard that had to have been.
That was a challenge. The Phantom that Ken gave to me to rebuild was, I think, more technically difficult to build, but the Mavic was a complete rebuild. I mean, there was just start to finish tearing completely the thing apart. So
Well, it got run over by a truck.
yeah, got run over by a car.
That'll happen. By the way, just very quick, Praz1092, $5 super chat. Thank you very much. Drone obsessed. Hey, Jerry from Drone Interest Group in Texas. There, up around there like that, Mesquite. I wish it was more. Make sure to split this up for Jeff and Greg. Will do. Thanks for helping Ken. His sanity. Yes, it was a tough time. Well, but you know what? Let's go ahead and we'll just block that out. That's then, and this is now. And now we have to say goodbye to Jeff. Thank you very much.
Thanks for stopping by. Now get out.
See you, dude. All right, now it's just us again. All right.
Finally.
So, what I'm gonna do now? What were you laughing at?
It's Jeff, because I could still see
Oh, you
his
can still
video
see it, yeah.
feed when I when I said finally.
All right. Now,